You wake up, you work, you eat, you sleep. It's part of human nature. It's how we survive. Sometimes, surviving isn't enough. If you aren't living, is there a point in surviving? The problem with people now is that they often judge a book by its cover. It's a very black and white way of thinking. This guy at work, a real thinks he knows it all son of a bitch. He thinks I'm unusual, a freak, not stable. He isn't half wrong. But if he got to know me, he'd see I'm not so bad. And I wouldn't have this urge to kill him. Now every time I close my eyes, I can see him. He just stands there, laughing at me, with that smug look he gets. It makes me afraid to close my eyes, knowing he'll be there. I've never understood why people are so cruel. At school, I had a pretty rough time. I was the fat kid in the class. You think it'll stop once school is done, once you've lost the weight, but you're wrong if you think that. If you aren't good with people, they notice it all. And that shit you went through at school continues like an endless abyss that you only ever dream about before waking up in a cold sweat. Only, there is an end to them. You can escape when you wake up. This stuff, you can't wake up from. It never ends, unless you make it. Stuff that happens, the stuff said, it burns into your conscience. It's always on your mind. You become paranoid about things said and done around you. With the amount of stuff that happens to you, there's only so much you can take. One day, all of the stuff builds up to a point where you just snap. I've often wondered how I can fix my problem, how to solve it. The way I see it, I have 3 options. To call in sick, go to work pretending nothing is wrong, everything is fine, continue living this lie I call my life, or bring a friend and introduce him to my colleagues. Looks like I'll be calling a sickie. I haven't the heart to waste a good life. This is it. The guy who has tormented me for so long. I can end it now, or wait for the others to go to their lunch, to cause less fuss. Honestly, I've had enough of the abuse. He calls me names in front of colleagues and tries to start fights with me after work. It's all a big show to try to make himself look high and almighty. Let's see him look high and almighty when he's laying lifeless in a pool of blood and a bullet through his brain. Hell, this guy's put me through so much, it'll be worth it. Okay, this time is for real. It's time. I can do this. I know I can. I can do this. Come on, Ken. Pull yourself together. You've planned for this moment. You've seen it happen. Though, everyone knows everything goes so smoothly in dreams. In reality, it kicks you till you fall, then continues. Hello?
Hello? Please, you have to help me. This is the Samaritans, right?
No.
Please, you have to help me. If I don't talk to somebody, I'm going to do something I'll regret.
Okay. What's your problem?
There's this girl at the school I go to. She always makes fun of me. How I look, how I dress. I'm so sick of it. I'm afraid I'll do something bad.
Look, lady, you've got the wrong number.
Please help me. I need to know how I can deal with this without doing something drastic.
Well, you could try to ignore her.
That's the problem. I've ignored her for so long, it's never going to stop. I've told the teachers, but none of them seem to care. They all think I'm lying because she's the star pupil.
Yeah, I know the feeling. You could try not to take whatever she says as an insult. Instead, pretend not to care. If it doesn't bother you, then what's the point in them continuing?
Okay, I'll try that. It does sound promising. I'll give anything a try now, just so long as it has a chance of working. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye.
How's it going, dipshit? Talking to the imaginary friend again, huh? Man, you're fucking weird.
Hello. I'm alright, thanks. Just talking to a friend. How about yourself? The answer to my problems was always with me. I never needed to let things get so out of hand. I don't see why I hadn't thought of this before. I guess when it's happening to you and you don't know anyone else in the same situation, you feel alone. Now, I can walk away knowing I've done the right thing. I'm the better man. Now I can walk away knowing it's going to stop. And if it doesn't stop, I always have my original idea.